Hey guys, so earlier this month, a new show premiered on ABC called Fresh Off the Boat. Fresh Off the Boat chronicles the life of celebrity chef Eddie Wong as Eddie moves with his family to Washington, D.C. to live a new life in Orlando, Florida. The reason why I want to talk about the show is because growing up being an American-born Asian kid is a unique experience, as it is for many kids who are a first generation for the family. But a lot of the things I saw on the show I could definitely relate with. So to see a full Asian cast showcased in modern television is kind of a big deal for me, and I'm sure a big deal for many of you as well. Now, there hasn't been any type of show with a predominantly Asian cast since 1994 when Margaret Cho had her own show called All American Girl. So when the show premiered, I was very excited to see if this was going to be a show that not only reflected the lives we lived, but also portrays our culture in a more positive light. So I asked my friends Pat and Chris to join me in a discussion about what we thought about the show. So I hope you guys enjoy our video on the discussion of Fresh Off the Boat, and I hope you guys do watch the show and support the show. It's all of us, whether we are Black, Asian, Hispanic, or any culture, we are what makes America. And I hope this show is not only a first step, but also a wedge for other cultures to showcase the greatness of their cultures in American media. So here's our review of the first season of Fresh Off the Boat. Hope you guys enjoy. Did someone bring you Asian food? Did you?
I brought Asian food.
I brought things. I've brought things. Did you brought things?
Yeah. The funny thing about that is,
that hit a chord with me. I'm sorry. That kind of hit a chord with me.
I was a total only Asian, like all white school.
Oh yeah. No. Chris has a totally different story. We'll bring that up later.
I grew up in like Newport Beach, California, and like the school I went to was just always all white guys. Like,
welcome to the OC, bitch.
I think my high school there was only 12 Asians in the whole, and I knew all of them by name.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But here's the cool thing, though.
Did they get you guys all confused? Like,
nah.
were they all Changs? Like, so everyone's a Chang. Like, oh,
my
Chris
brother.
Chang,
They
John
confused
Chang.
me and my brother. My older brother's a year older than me, and they mixed us up. But I don't think we looked anything alike. But apparently we did. The cool thing about snacks, though, I did bring a lot of snacks to school, and a lot of times, like at first, I'd get made fun of, but then like people kept looking at my snacks and they started trying some of them, and I actually, like, I remember one snack, chocolate koala bears. I brought these chocolate koala, we have them actually right here.
Yeah.
When I started bringing these to school and I started eating them, they became the hottest item in my lunchbox. In fact, I was able to trade this for anything I wanted. I'd bring one bag and I could eat like pudding, or if I wanted Jello or anything.
Kids like, hey,
there we go.
You got that koala bear?
That's that bargain, baby.
It's funny, I don't even think koala bears are Chinese, but that's what my mom gave me as like a treat.
Lati is actually a Korean.
It's a Korean.
You know, you bring up a good point. Because I think where the show's going, which I hope they embrace, is it's something we all kind of go through growing up. Where like when you're younger, you were like, I need to be like the other kids. I need to be American. Why can't I have McDonald's? You know, like we grew up being like that. And then later on, as I got older, and you know when I had girlfriends and I made friends and stuff. Like, you don't notice it, but you become an ambassador for your culture.
Oh, definitely.
And then your friends start really embracing
you definitely embrace
your culture. Like
yeah.
Everyone was like, I love Thai food, or come up to me and like, oh, I went to Thailand and things like that. You know, we're made to think that we're supposed to assimilate into American culture, but in reality, our diversity is American culture.
No, it's funny that you mentioned that because it's like. Yeah, we try so hard when we're little to fit in.
Yeah.
Right?
Play baseball, all that shit.
Yeah, but at the same time, like now that we're older, it's like, man, it feels good to just be different.
Yeah, we're always gonna have our culture to kind of like have to embrace.
Yeah.
Although sometimes there's some people that kind of feel that they're not accepted by their culture because they're too American. Because I've had that too.
Oh, I've totally had that.
I get people call me yellow. I mean, banana.
Oh yeah,
banana.
I get it all the time.
When we say it's Chinese, Sanjarin.
Yeah.
Sanjarin. It's like banana man.
ABC.
Yeah, all the
ABC.
time.
I'm a straight
Chinese.
ABC. I'm a straight ABC. You know.
I learned that from because there's a Chinese couple that was trying to talk to Chris for a wedding. And like he was like, oh yeah, Chris is Chinese. He speaks Mandarin, and like I mean his Mandarin's pretty decent. I think it's good.
It's alright.
But he started talking, and the girl's like,
What the hell did you just say?
like, you're ABC. Just like kind of slapped him and like you're not.
I mean, the only thing you really need to know in Chinese is 小姐你好.
小姐你好.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
That means, hey lady, how you doing?
Oh.
The one thing that I absolutely love about being Asian is the diversity of food that we have.
That's
in
true.
The entire region of like Asia. I mean, like being Taiwanese, me and Chris right here, I can honestly say Taiwanese food is the best food there is. Period.
Totally dope. Like the best food ever.
Don't get that shit twisted. Google that. BuzzFeed did a little thing. It says Taiwanese food is the #1 search thing in California.
BuzzFeed is the official
street food too. Taiwanese street food.
Yes, Taiwanese street food.
The
Right,
best.
the best.
Night market.
士林夜市, man. You can't 小吃 all day, alright? But my Thai brother right here,
You want the spicy stuff?
I can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong with some like pad thai and some pad see ew, you know what I'm saying?
Before Pat came here, he had a sushi dinner. And then my mom made
sushi.
my mom made chicken and rice, like Thai chicken and rice.
It's Hainan chicken.
And he ate another plate of that. So I'm just saying.
We're both
can't
right
deny it.
now.
Just can't deny
It's
it.
just because Asian food is just so good.
We'll talk about food later. That's a whole other video.
I'm still hungry, man.
But name some times. Have you? I mean, I've never had anyone straight up call me a gook or any type of racial slur. So that is I didn't have that experience.
I did. I did. I had my bad, actually.
Sorry, brother.
Yeah.
Want to talk about it?
I just go. It happened a couple times, you know, and I got the ping pong, ching, wang, wano, bing bang jokes when I was a kid all the time, all white. So I actually got in a couple fights in elementary and high school over you know, like these Asian racist jokes. And there's three things that I really related to in the show that just kind of like popped out in the first two episodes. The first one was grades, like how important they were to the mom.
You know when he was waiting by the mailbox, I know that feeling.
And the last thing I could relate to is Eddie's mom. Just how hard she is on her kids. Like, it reminds me of like a Chinese expression. You say "hu ma." It means like tiger mom. And like my mom, for sure.
I think that's the observation now.
Oh really?
I think that's actually in the English language.
I didn't know that.
From
Fuma, alright,
yeah. I mean not Fuma, but like tiger mom.
Oh yeah, tiger mom. Yeah, straight up.
Yeah,
Straight up, my mom's a tiger mom, and you know I'm better for it. Like she was not afraid to hit me or chase me around. Like, but it was okay because like
you might watch this.
Hey mom, I love you.
Stay on the hitting edge.
They need to do what they need.
There's
to discipline us.
There's a difference between discipline and a beating. So let's just make that.
It's discipline matters.
Yeah. Which my parents never did.
You got it easy, Katar.
I wish I had Katar.
I'm not Chinese, man. I guess I noticed that I recognized something that was always brought to my attention. Never dated a white girl was like the Asian grandma. Living in the house, you know.
Oh.
I didn't have my grandma, you know, but like I had friends that always had a grandma living with them, you know.
Yeah.
But I distinctly remember dating a girl, and she like it came up conversation, but she was like, "Does your grandma live with you too?" I was like, "No, why would my grandma?" Like, I thought Asians always have grandmas living with them. Like, no. I mean, like the recent episode with when the relatives visited.
Yeah.
Down with your uncles and aunts, do your parents are they kind of competitive with them?
You know,
for me, not so much.
Okay, my mom denies this like every time, but for sure, like every time I've ever gone there or my aunt's coming back here, they're comparing, you know, like
oh, yeah.
how many Sawatsky figurines they have in this glass case, or like, you know, how their children's grades are doing, like for sure, my parents compare, like or my aunt, my mom, they won't accept it, but they won't say they did, but they were totally kind of competing against each other.
My dad, my uncle, same thing.
I can totally see that.
Yeah. You know, they always like they bought. Okay, my dad bought a Mini Coupe, you know, and then my uncle like years later bought one as well. You know, like
I can totally see that.
How I feel to see like Asians like on TV, not Asians with, you know, not hero from Heroes.
The stereotypical.
Yeah, no, I mean, no angry Korean liquor store owner, you know, like,
and no kung fu.
No martial arts. No martial arts.
Yeah.
No martial arts. How do I feel to kind of see a more modern take on our culture?
For me, it was like nostalgic.
It was. I have to agree.
You know, because Eddie Huang's character when he was little literally reminded me of when I was little growing up.
The Tupac thing, man.
Yeah, like the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple of my best homies back in the day were like black dudes. So it was like to just fit in with like, you know, black homies and get into the hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying?
Hip hop culture was really big in like
real big
kids.
Real big. You know, we grew up in the '90s, so we had like the best hip hop R&B. So you know, to know all about that, you know, if
he mentioned Bone Thugs, I would be like, that's me. That was my child. If he was straight up like, here's some Bone Thugs, I'd be like, oh my god, that's like my book right there.
Yeah, it's for me. It was refreshing to just kind of see, you know, Asian Americans being portrayed in like a cooler light than you know what we've been so far in the media.
Exactly. You know, so that was our review of Fresh Off the Boat. You can check out Fresh Off the Boat on ABC. Local listings, I don't know. In California, it's playing, I think, on Tuesday nights. So check it out. I think it's a funny show. and I have another video coming up with us three trying some Chinese snacks and whatnot, and I'll post that maybe in a few days. I want to give a very special thanks to Chris and Pat for joining me for a talking session here on my channel, and I'll put the links down below for all their information if you want to check them on Instagram, personal sites, put all down below. If you notice, all of us are wearing Pat's clothing line, Nephrin Apparel, so I'll send a link down below if you like the design of the shirts. They make really awesome breathable fabrics for working out or just for your daily out and about. So check them out, and I'll put all the links down below. I'd like to wish everybody, not just my Chinese friends, but Happy New Year. So Gung Hai Fat Choi. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe down below, and I'll see you later.